What's up, Paracoos? I'm Paradomics, and welcome back to Octavia and Underworld Shell. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be playing as Vinyl. So here we go. Vinyl! Yo, that you, Taya? I need help with something. Help the other opponent's not there. I'm ready to work. Just say the word. Yes, got it. Okay. Yeah. Vinyl is deep underneath the hizabs. The hizabs. Not that I'm actually, excited for it or anything. Just saying. I like it just as west, east, south, southeast. I usually just place SE there. Like, come on. Okay, so if anything, these two don't really care. They don't really care to talk to me. I don't think this person also wants to talk to me. Wait, I think she does. I think I can help her with something. Yo, what's eating you? If you've been paying attention to what's going on, you know what's going to eat all of us. Which brings up a rather important question. Hollandaise or Worcestershire? Fuck, I hate that word. I know the word. I've heard it before. It's I don't care. Worcestershire. What? Oh, you poor thing. You culinary palate. It's probably an emptiness my stomach. As I go my it's my duty, nay, my sole purpose in life to expand the horizons of every pony's tongue. And who am I to deny even the undead a sample of the world, of what the world of flavor has to offer? Wait, are you? Are you deciding to marinate yourself with? Correct. If I'm going to die, I'll die basted with an apple in my mouth. Wow, that's some dedicated gourmet. Have you gone completely psycho? Why the hey are you planning to become some pony's entree? We're going to die. We're going to die horrifically and brutally by those monsters. I'm only preparing for the inevitable. I see no way out, do you? We're all going to die. Alone, afraid, and filled with regret. You want to talk about it? Yes, I do. I'm a pretty big deal in Ponyville when it comes to blasting music that can bend the fabric of reality, but if you haven't heard of me, my name's Vinyl Scratch. What's yours? Ha! I too will stroke my ego. I'm Hot Cuisine. Okay, pretty neat name there. If there's a popular dish you're fond of, chances are I started its trend. I publish tasteful articles in Philadelphia Aquarier of restaurants I visited, its food, and its decor. What does scenery have to do with it? Pleasant views aid digestions. Besides, I like to feast my eyes on the splendor of the interior designs of many different eateries. These are new words that I'm just reading right now. Even though I played this game a long time ago and I probably have read these words terribly, because back then I suck at reading. I mean, it's still no different now. I still kind of suck at reading. Could have fooled me. You don't look like the type to travel. Was that a crack at my weight? I'm not fat. I'm just well fed. Anyways, I love to travel. New locations provide new food with new experiences. In fact, the reason I was in Ponyville was because I wanted to visit a famed chef who moved to Ponyville nearly a decade ago. I never got the chance to see his culinary skill first hoof. Oops. Didn't even to blow my nose into the mic like that. I don't even know if you can hear it. And I possibly will never, since he was declared missing when I asked for his whereabouts. Oh well, as hard as I try, I can't taste it all. Besides, we have bigger things to worry about. Weird. I live in Ponyville practically all my life, and I didn't know there were any other chefs besides Mr. and Mrs. Cakes. I believe the chef she's referring to is the husband of the necromancer, because the husband of the necromancer, I believe, is a chef, and the wife was, and the necromancer, which is the wife, obviously, is like a musician, and her son had a bit of both. He was good at music, and he was also good at cooking, but I don't know which one he liked the most. I mean, I struggle to remember every face in town that isn't a regular at the dance club, but a fancy schmancy chef living in Ponyville would kind of stick out. Maybe Tavy knows. I'll ask her later. What What the story behind... What the story? What the story? Behind that almost useless bee suit. Ah, so you noticed. I like to cook low-calorie desserts in my spare time, and honey makes for an excellent pure sugar substitute. But the price of honey in Ponyville can be quite high. Oh, we can get honey from her! Since I don't know how to barter well with the aggressive sellers in market. I'm used to set prices in grocery stores, you see. Anyways, imagine my surprise when two fellows came up to me and offered me to sell their spare beekeeping suit. What was their name? Slim Jim and Flan? No, Flim and Flam. Oh, hey no! Don't tell me you actually bought something from those two crooks. At a discount price and a desperate taste for honey, how could I say no? Even then, I should have suspected something was strange when they said it was half off. When I realized I was scammed, they got on their cart and dashed off, shouting all their sales were final. And that leads me to why I'm here in the first place. I made my purchase, so I decided to take a gamble and head off the woods to find a hive. I found it, but it was in this house in the backyard. I knocked it down, and the door opened for me. However, there was no pony in sight to greet me. I made my way to the back and got a good look at the horrific sight. The hive was formed in a pony's skull. I was so afraid I made a mad dash to the door, only to find it was locked. Hours passed and hunger started to kick in. I checked for a fridge, but the look and smell told me that they were starting to turn. I didn't want to risk it getting sick, so I took my chances with a skull hive. I gathered the rocks at the yards and made a small fire pit underneath it. I must have gotten too close because it felt threatened enough to sick its bees on me. As you can see, the damages I received in exchange for a jar of honey. Thank goodness I'm not allergic. Octavia isn't so lucky. Hope she doesn't do anything I'd probably do. Anyways, I fell in the same trap you fell in. When I was escaping the bees. I've been trapped here ever since. It's probably been almost a day since I've arrived. Still got the honey leftovers? Sure do. I couldn't eat the jar, so I still have half a jar left. Neat, sharesies? Sorry, friend, but I worked so hard for this bounty, and it might have been the last meal I'll have. What about the spread on the table? Chips and cupcakes? No thanks. I've been avoiding that junk food. Made for me. More for me. I live and breathe that stuff. But my friend is up there and she needs help she can get to survive. Can you spare a bit for her? Well, I do want her to get us out, but... Can she cook? Well, she can always learn. Time to make another gamble. If she can provide me with a delicious meal, she should be up to the challenge. I will gladly give her the rest of my honey. However, my taste buds are not to be trifled with. If I don't approve it, I'll eat my honey to wash the bad taste out of my mouth. And don't keep me waiting too long. I'll give you 30 minutes to prepare everything. Otherwise, I'll be impatient enough to call the whole thing off. Deal? Deal. Pleasure working with you, Mrs. Scratch. Oh. Are you going to want... I'm going to be wandering around a bit, okay? Oh, alright. I suppose I'll imagine what a delightful meal I could be having. If I look like I'm eating air, don't panic. I'm only experiencing a starvation-induced hallucination. Okay. So her side quest isn't until we get Bittersweet to join our party. And if I remember correctly, getting Bittersweet to join our party is gonna take the other half of that scroll that we're missing. And I think to get the other half of that scroll, we need to get these two lovebirds, the fake vampire and spoiler alert, not a pony. We need them to talk. Hey, wanna talk? Guess not. A part of this room smells pretty rancid. Looks like a skunk's been having a bad septic tank. Wait, bad smell, hole in the floor, foldable cover. You mean I gotta poop here? Oh, hey, no. I mean, I know I'm wild, but I have some standards. I'm gonna hold it in until Octavia saves me. Nope, still not gonna fly with me. I wonder what this is. Is that like a poop stain? They just wiped it there? Jesus. Something smells bad over there. Stubborn pony's over there. He needs some sandwich. Oh, I think we can give him food. Okay, so I think if we touch this, that guy's gonna like freak out at us. Whoa, this cupcake looks like they're having enough sugar to keep me hyper for days. I'm sure no pony will mind if I have a 2 or 3. This got me really good like back then. No, don't eat the cupcakes. Personal space, personal space. I'm just warning you, that stuff is toxic. She puts something in the food to make your body and brain sluggish. That way it's easier for her zombie minions to catch and devour you. Some pony else ate it before he was taken away, and he didn't come back alive. Oh, I get it now. You're starving yourself because you don't want to end up like that guy. No, it's because I'm diabetic, and the food will kill me a lot faster than the zombies ever will. And that's besides the point. He's diabetic. Oh. I'm sorry I've been ignoring you. I've been trying to think of ways I can help your friend above. Ask me anything. Let's start with the obvious question. Who are you and what's your deal? I'm Puzzle Piece. I'm known in Baltimore as the stallion that can solve any puzzles. I currently have the world record of solving a 5x5 Rubik's Cube in 5.62 seconds. Okay. What's the point of telling me that? Because it's what brought the royal guards to my one fateful day. There have been many disappearances happening throughout Equestria. Hundreds of ponies have vanished without a trace, and the royal guards were stumped in where they might be. That's why I decided to enlist some help from me to figure it all out. I thought that it would be fun to do something that's unrelated to the usual jigsaw and Sudoku puzzle, so I agreed. So instead of hiring a private investigator or a professional, they ended up asking a person who's good at solving puzzles. Because they were like, oh wow, he solved a Rubik's Cube in 5.65 seconds. I guess he can find all the lost people there. I mean, to be honest, those are terrible guards if they have to rely on a person who's just good at doing puzzles. I traveled from all around to find clues about these disappearances, and a family in Ponyville had a member missing, and their daughter left behind a note that was sent to her. Following the note's address, I found my way here. And did you find the missing ponies? What did you think? Of course I did. Have you gotten a glimpse on what's around us? They're down here with us, dead but alive. They scrape the walls and crave the flesh and blood. I have no idea that this would be the fate of all those missing ponies. Now every day has become a fight for survival for me. It's either live long enough to alert some pony outside of this house or die and become one of them. But I don't think I'm going to last any longer. And as long as we are in her house, we won't survive to tell the tale. Wow, major bummer. I like this, just like, sucks, I guess. It's like, oh no. Anyways. Alright. Don't worry, we'll get out of here alive, I know it. I'm barely holding on, I hope it's soon. Okay, so if I remember correctly, he doesn't really talk to us much. Alright, but I'm gonna do that in the next video because we've been talking way too much to all these other ponies. I like to keep these two separate because apparently there's a side mission here. Oh fuck. There's a side mission here that we can do, and it requires these two. And wait, no, I don't think we can do the side mission yet. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.